Donkey.
And he learned.
All right, welcome back, my panelists, Damini, Joyda, Nishant. I think Devashish will be joining us very soon as well. What a game it has been their guest. मामा आप ऋषभ पंत से बात कर रहे थे क्या? Well, not a very high scoring game today. 159 ही बना, medium score, but we saw Delhi जीत गई. This helps them get closer to the playoffs, a very important win for them, and at the same time a very damaging loss for Punjab. In fact, losing by 17 runs will also definitely impact their net run rate. सबसे पहले बात करते हैं क्योंकि ऑफ कोर्स बॉलिंग की बात हम प्री शो में भी कर रहे थे. Joyda, I will come to you first. We were talking about it. This wicket was not easy to bat. We were talking that it is going to assist spin bowlers today, and we saw it. Your thoughts?
Yeah, it was, and that's why it's surprising that so far away from this, that Punjab decided to chase. We know that you comes more into play closer to the sea, but this is nowhere close to the sea. Anyway, it is what it is. You go with your strategy. If it comes off, nothing like it. If it doesn't, life is so much easier in hindsight, as we know. And they must be doing it now. If they had got the runs chasing, I thought they got them maybe 15 runs more than they should have. But still, this is it.
Talk a little bit first about Delhi's batting. Warner आज नहीं चल पाए, चलो ठीक है out हो गए, but the good thing is that they have found someone in the opening pair alongside Warner, that is Sarfaraz Khan. He managed to get 32 of 16 on a tough wicket. Nishant, your thoughts?
Sarfaraz is a proven player. Like, he knows these conditions very well, and in cricket it's always said that one man's injury is another man's opportunity. So
True.
he got this opportunity because Prithvi Shaw is not there.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
whenever Prithvi will come back, he will automatically come back to that slot. But it also gives the option to Delhi, especially in this business end of the tournament, to have Sarfaraz, who has a point to prove actually. Like, all his success was not just a fluke. That he has, that success is because of some substance.
True.
So I'm sure Delhi, looking at his current form, will like to retain him if Prithvi Shaw comes back at some stage. So they will like to have Sarfaraz maybe batting at 3 or 4 because Delhi batting in the middle has a lot of place to maneuver, and they're
Yes.
still looking for players who can like really contribute. So I think
Yes.
there is a place for him, and hopefully, I don't know, they can have an easy swap. Lalit Yadav can be replaced by Sarfaraz whenever Prithvi Shaw comes. So I think it has been Sarfaraz got an opportunity and he grabbed it with both hands.
Absolutely, absolutely. Damini, I'll come to you to talk about Mitch Marsh. Consistently has been giving a good performance. He almost went till the end, getting that 63 of 48, turning out, of course, to be an asset to the team. Bowling se bhi acha karte hain, but Mitch Marsh actually playing on with such a good strike rate and on such a wicket. That says a lot about his form. Your views?
Absolutely, and sending him at the top order, like, of course, we could say that he actually opened the innings. He was so good. Once again, the previous match also, he literally went like a monster against the oppositions, and today as well, he was the anchor of Delhi's batting, because time and again Delhi were losing those wickets on a flurry. The run rate was good at the beginning, but somehow Punjab managed to get back into the game, get those wickets, keep a tight control on Delhi, not trying to fly away with the net run rate. But Mitchell Marsh then chipping in with his batting. Unfortunately, he couldn't finish the innings, but he has time and again shown that what he can do with the bat. That power hitting, be it the power hitting or be it anchoring the innings for his side, he was marvelous once again.
Absolutely. And now जिस डिबेट पे हमने प्री शो एंड किया था उन पे आ जाते हैं. And I'll come to you, Devashish, first. Damini had also mentioned this in the pre-show जब हम ऋषभ की बात कर रहे थे कि I think all bowlers are now able to read him, कि उन्हें पता है उनको ट्रैप में कैसे गिराना है, उसी तरीके के बॉल उनको डालते हैं जब वो अपनी पता है कि वो अपनी aggressive approach करने वाले हैं, and that's what he did today as well. Delhi was at 98 with a loss of 2 wickets, and वहां से 112 at a loss of 5 wickets. और यहीं पर है कि मतलब लिविंगस्टोन ने वो जो बॉल डाला ऋषभ को, he knew exactly what he was doing and what he wanted to get out of that. So again, once again, your views on Rishabh's performance today. Is he still not learning? And this is something which he needs to really change about himself, as the game is only going to get tougher ahead.
No, that is what Rishabh Pant is. We all know. Because there are so many experienced players in the dugout like Ricky Ponting and others. But then we know Rishabh Pant, he will continue to play the way he plays. Just go out and express it. He hit a six previous delivery, and unfortunately he missed that ball. It was similar kind of a delivery that Livingstone bowled. The one he got a six the previous ball, and the next one he got out. So I still believe that he will continue to play the way he has been doing, come what may. That is his strength, I would say. You may fill in with all sort of ideas and all sort of suggestions, but it is his game. It is his game. We may tell hundreds of things outside, but it is his way of playing, and that is what Rishabh Pant is. We all know, because he has won in matches for India, he has won matches for Delhi Capitals, and he will win matches for India in the days to come. But that is how we know Rishabh Pant is. He goes out there with one fine day when it is his day. He will just blow the bowlers, take apart the bowling, any bowling lineup. That is
But at
what.
this point, वो दिन आ नहीं रहा है, and he needs to really change the role. Joyda.
No, I understand what Devashish is saying. See, he's a game-changing player. He's the sort of guy
Yeah.
he can alone win you a match. But he will also have to suddenly probably take stock and say that, okay, maybe the shot selection, maybe if I've just hit a six, we often see the biggest players, the Warners, the guys who get a lot of runs in the Virat at his best. After he's hit a six, the next ball, they usually don't go for a six straight up. They'll wait for one or two balls because they know that even the bowlers are hurting after getting hit for a six. And they'll come back. He'll take another one or two balls, and then once he sees the flight in the air, it's not. They don't see the ball. They don't know. They don't just go. Okay, this ball. They see the ball in the air, and then go. After that, if the execution is wrong, that can happen. As long as the choice was right, you've chosen the right thing, and the execution was wrong. Problem is, if you've chosen the wrong ball, then even the right execution doesn't matter, because you've made an error with the way you played that ball. See, you toss it up in the air, steps up, hits it for six. Again, tosses it up, you go to get out, it's okay because he tossed it up. But sometimes even you got to feel for the bowler that he's also thinking that I've just got hit for a six. I am also coming back with my best ball. So a little bit of he'll learn. He's an outstanding player. I see where Devashish is coming from, but I think we will see a new Virat in maybe next season, maybe the season after. I can't see him playing like this till he's 35, 36. There will be a time when he will change his ways. And that is when he'll become a 600 player every year. Nobody can stop him.
Right. Coming to you, Nishant, we were talking about it offline as well. The highlight of the game today for Delhi's bowling, especially spin bowling. How good are Akshar Patel and Kuldeep Yadav as a combination? Dono spin bowlers hai. Wickets are slowing down. We were just talking about it at assist spin bowlers. They are adding a lot of strength to the team.
I think where the tournament is right now, and we are playing only in 4 grounds, so definitely there is a wear and tear, and I believe India is really hot and exceptionally hot at this time of the year, which is not the case. So this will have a certain amount of
Nice
effect
to
on.
see you in a jacket.
I am sitting nice and cozy in 10 degree with a lot of rain, but
You can add another 28 to that. Plus.
I know someone of my friends just messaged and it said 50 degrees in Delhi today. So I said, "Oh my god,
Crazy. Worse
but
than
I think,
Dubai.
yeah, this is the tournament I think where Kuldeep Yadav has like sort of made his comeback, and he has been growing in stature with each passing day. And I'm surprised even today he didn't bowl his all 4 overs. Like And Akshay Patel has been like maturing with each passing day. So these two spinners in our pre-match or chat, I said that pretty much this match will be defined by how well Kings 11 plays these two spinners,
True.
and they have given 28 runs in 7 overs and taken 4 wickets. So I think that sums up the match for me. Obviously, Shardul has bowled well, but I think the credit must be given to the spinners who created that pressure and which forced batsmen to take risk against other bowlers, and that's where Shardul got rewarded. But I think most of the damage was done by the spell of Akshar and Kuldeep Yadav. Exceptional bowling, and I think now this IPL has been a lot of fast bowlers have made news, like whether it is Umran Malik, Arshdeep. But I think now we are entering that phase of the tournament where spinners will have their say, and we will see it in each game now.
Yes, we are seeing that, and we probably will continue to see that. But let's talk a little bit about Punjab's batting. Yes, the wicket was tough. Yes, spin comes into play, but that cannot be an excuse for them to perform that poorly. Damini, your views on Punjab's batting today?
Punjab were never in the game with the bat, I would say, because Bairstow, he started tonking right from the beginning. He was looking dangerous, but once Bairstow got dismissed, once Delhi got Bairstow's wicket, I did not feel in any manner was Punjab Kings in the game with the bat. That over, the sixth over, Rajapaksha Shikhar getting out, then suddenly six, seven, eighth overs, Rajapaksha Shikhar, Mayank Livingston, all these important wickets which DC got at the right time, I would say, from their perspective, literally had the game at that point of time only leaning towards them. And Punjab never looked in the game that they had to win this game. Never. They just never looked. Yes, Jitesh Patel at the end, Jitesh Sharma, I beg your pardon. He started to play a responsible innings at the end. At one point of time, the DC dugout was looking a bit worried when the difference there, 29 runs needed, I presume, of 13 deliveries. But otherwise, the entire Punjab batting lineup did not look that they had come into play at all. Very responsible from their part.
Well, in fact, I would say Johnny Bairstow did give them a good start, took good advantage of the power play, 28 or 15. We thought somewhere, the way they started, Punjab did have the game in their hands. But after Bairstow and Dhawan's wicket, they just fell like a pack of cards. Devashish, your thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely, because they are the main batters of Punjab Kings. But actually, to sum it up, the Punjab Kings is that the performance of their captain Mayank Agarwal. He has been uh, terribly out of form, and the way he got out today, Akshar's arm ball, it was a straightforward ball, and he missed it. There's a huge gap between bat and pad, and he missed it. So that sums up. Means he was not getting runs at the start. Then he promoted, then he demoted himself down the order, but still then runs are not coming off his bat. So that sums up. Your captain is not doing well, and it has been somewhat hot and cold season because they have not consistent. They are not consistent enough right throughout the season, and that is what
Yes. Yes.
uh, I don't think their batters let them down, to put it
Yeah.
frankly.
Yeah, true. Rajapaksa, Liam, Mayank, the game could have been theirs. But Joyda, do you agree that maybe someone could have just been there, hung in there, and built those innings, built a partnership possibly, or just that Delhi's bowling was way too good?
Yeah, I think the players, the way they are, Ajay Paksha, Liam Livingston, they play their shots. Two wily spinners, who know what they're doing. A little bit of help from the wicket, so it's not easy out there. You just
Yeah.
can't change the way you play. You can't tell Livingston to play 30 or 30 balls because that's not the way he plays. Just like we're talking about Rishabh Pant. But I feel Rishabh Pant is an international cricketer. Liam Livingston doesn't play three versions for his country. Rishabh Pant does. Rishabh Pant is India's number one wicketkeeper batsman. So we expect more from Rishabh than we do from Liam Livingston because he still is not a full-fledged international cricketer. Having said that, yeah, I thought they could have taken a bit of time. They could have, because they went from 52 for 1 to about 67 for 6. So when you lose that many wickets in the middle in 10 runs, you know that's big trouble. And it's only Jitesh at the end, but they were never in the
Yes,
game. I knew it was looking like they were there, but it really wasn't. It was always
true.
just beyond their reach, and that is only because you lost 5 wickets for 11 runs, which it's almost impossible to recover in any form of cricket.
Absolutely. Nishant, on Jitesh Sharma, a little more on him when he came towards the end on a tough wicket and then played those responsible innings, as Damini was also mentioning. यू नो वहां पे अगर उससे पहले कुछ पार्टनरशिप हो गई होती स्कोर बन चुका होता प्रॉबली चेज कर भी लेते ही इज अ यंग न्यू टैलेंट योर थॉट्स ऑन हिज परफॉर्मेंस एंड व्हाट हिज फ्यूचर लुक्स लाइक अहेड
I think he has been very impressive, and he has been one of those cricketers, young cricketers, who have impressed everyone in this IPL, along with Tilak Verma. If I talk about the batters, and you know, sometimes the basics of the game, irrespective of what format you play, whether you play Test cricket, whether you play One Day cricket, or whether you play T20 cricket, some basics always remain the same. So, what was missing in Kings 11's batting today was one anchor, someone who could have stayed there, because the
yes
score was not massive total. So it was not like you are under pressure. The other day when Kings 11 got 200 runs, RCB was always under pressure, because when you're
true
chasing 10, average of 10 every over, that's a different kind of pressure. Here you needed someone, whether it was Johnny Bairstow, whether it was you know uh, some of their top orders, whether Mayank Agarwal, one of them had to stay. And
true
if there was that one partnership, uh, in the end, Jitesh had so much to do, and he had very little support from the other end. So credit to the
absolutely
boy who, like, in many matches, he has raised his hand, and whatever he can contribute, he has been contributing. But I think it's also time for some of the senior pros in Kings 11 to look back and say that, if I was there, even if you get a ugly 50, ugly 40 of 38 balls, 36 balls, that is still very useful, because you don't, like, what has happened is Delhi has taken a wicket whenever they wanted a wicket,
yeah
and that always creates pressure. Yeah, it's
yeah
still, again, old cliche is that the best way to stop runs is to take wickets, whether
yeah
it is one day cricket, test cricket, T20 cricket. Joyda will agree with me that some basics don't change irrespective of what format you play.
And the great captains always say that bowl 4 overs, give 35 runs, take 3 wickets. Because if three of you do that, then they are 35, 35, 70, 95 for 9. Because 3 wickets, of 9, all of you have taken 3 wickets. But
Yeah.
if you bowl 428, 428, two others going 450, 450. I completely agree with Nishant. And also another point here to be made is that, in cricketing terms, Maidan ke language we say game ko chota karo. That means take it to 20 runs in 10 balls. उधर तक चलो, पास चलो. पर इसमें क्या हुआ, वो पार्टनरशिप बीच में हुआ नहीं, तो गेम छोटा नहीं कर पाया. गेम बड़ा ही होते गया, बड़ा ही होते गया. It
No,
was
in the
never
end,
just
in the 17th over, they needed 39 runs in 18 balls, which is absolutely doable in today's day and age, provided
yeah,
you
but
have
no batters, no
no
batters.
batters. Yeah,
Arshdeep, you can't
exactly
expect them. And
yeah.
problem was that if Jitesh is not on strike, then he's losing strike. I know Chair had a few, but I'm just saying that they hurried up so much in the middle that at the end they just didn't have the wickets. How much they would have wanted 2 more wickets in their hand when they were at 17:39, which is completely on, which I agree with him. But you need the wickets. You can't accept the bowler. You can't expect the bowlers to bowl 430, take 2 wickets, and then go and hit 18 balls 39. I mean, then they'll be batting at 6 and be Hardik Pandya.
No,
That's an all rounder.
you
So
cannot have
you
a
have to see game को वो छोटा नहीं कर पाया.
you cannot
Lost
have
the
a
wicket, game बड़ा होते गया. हाँ जी.
you cannot have a scorecard where you have Johnny Bairstow with 28, Shikhar Dhawan with 90, Bhanuka Rajapakse with 4, Mayank Agarwal with 0, and that are your, like, top 4 batters.
correct
And then you expect to win a match. That is not going to happen.
इनफैक्ट जैसे आप बोल रहे थे निशांत दैट द स्कोर इटसेल्फ वाज नॉट मैसिव दे हैड पंजाब्स bowling had really restricted them
It has been a par score. Like, if you look
exactly
at the DY Patil, par score has been 165, and they were chasing 160. So
Yeah, but when Punjab had actually, I mean, how good was Liam Livingstone when he was bowling? He was, I mean, consistent. वैसे चल रहे थे इतने गेम से बैट से, लेकिन आज bowling से he got three crucial wickets. Warner का, पंत का, पावल का wicket उन्होंने लिया. Restrict कर दिया था 160 के below. Then the batters just had to do their job. Even Rahul Chahar, Kagiso Rabada, they did whatever they had to, but then the batters
I am
failed.
telling you, this Liam Livingstone is a future star of 2020 cricket. He can tonk the ball, he can bat at any position, and he can bowl off spin, he can bowl leg spin. The only thing left is that he can start wicket keeping also. He is a
And
complete package. He
and
is,
see what confidence does to a cricketer. This
yeah.
guy started, did okay, then got dropped, then came back, had one good innings where we were on air. This is before Nishan joined us. That 160 he got,
Yes.
and look how he's taken off, because now he knows he's in the team sheet.
Yeah.
Once you know you're in the team sheet, you can open up and play. And this is a version where you have to give confidence, because ये बदन खोल के खेलने वाला है, ये फंस फंस के खेलने वाला गेम है नहीं, ये
Only
वर्जन है नहीं.
outstanding ability है ना कि like there is a left-hander, you will bowl off spin. If there is a right-hander, you will bowl leg spin. So in both cases, you will take the ball away, which is such a rare thing. And just imagine the kind of confidence it gives to a captain, and the way it opens the options. Like suddenly you see, oh boss, I don't need an off spinner, or I don't need a leg spinner, because I have a guy who can do both the things, and which just
Yeah,
opens so many
multi-dimensional
options.
cricketer. Really, I think the more we go in the next 10 years, 15 years, we'll see a lot more of these. We have a couple of the boys in Bengal who do that. There's a guy who bowls left arm spin to right-handers and right arm off spin. He's in the under 25 Bengal squad and really doing well in club cricket.
I
So,
I I, I saw two players in LPL. I am forgetting the name. They both bowl off spin and left arm spin with same action.
yeah,
Unbelievable, same accuracy.
yeah, true. These are
So
multi-dimensional
it's
cricketers,
like
and of course, the batting that comes with Liam Livingstone. I mean, he could just play on the strength of his own batting. Forget
it's
the
like
bowling.
it's
He's
like
done.
Debu Mama. You can edit, you can shoot, you can do shows, multi-dimensional.
And he
Well,
can make teams win just by wearing the t-shirt.
Yeah.
well, so it
Mama
was
is a
it
rock
was
star. Debashish Mama
Mama,
is a
it's a
rock star.
compliment. Smile.
why so sad, Mama? Well, it was Delhi's day today, regardless of
Yeah, Mama
Rishabh
won
Pant.
today. We lost. Nishant and I lost. You 3-1.
I lost. I lost.
Oh, you
Acha,
were
you
I was
were
also in
also
in
this.
I was
Punjab
also
as well.
backing
He was also
Punjab.
in the butter chicken team. He was not in the Delhi Chole
Ah,
Bhature
it
team.
was
Acha,
men.
acha,
It
acha.
was men versus women today.
So the ladies do that. No
Exactly.
wonder
Yes.
the smile is from one corner to another.
And then just before you guys logged on, Nishant agreed that women are always right.
Ah,
Yes.
कह दो ना पीसफुल रहती है लाइफ उसके बाद.
एग्जैक्टली वेल आगे बढ़ते हैं. आज तो दिल्ली का था. दे आर वन मोर मैच अवे टू क्वालिफाई एंड लेट्स विश देम ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट. आगे कल की गेम की बात कर लेते हैं थोड़ी सी. गेम तो वैसे मुंबई और हैदराबाद का है, लेकिन बिफोर आई टॉक अबाउट द गेम और योर पिक्स और व्हाटएवर, one very key thing which we've been talking about right from the start of the season is the talent that we are getting to see in this IPL. And Mumbai भले बाहर हो, लेकिन हमें अच्छा टैलेंट देखने को मिला. We've gotten to see Tilak Verma's performance. हैदराबाद की साइड से उमरान मलिक. Now I think everyone on the panel would agree that someday he could go to play for India. Damini, your thoughts?
Upcoming talents are what makes the IPL a beautiful treat for people. And as the saying goes, that where talent meets opportunity, the motto of the IPL. Time and again, IPL has contributed so much in raising those upcoming talents. Like as you mentioned correctly, these upcoming talents. The IPL literally plays like a pool where a plethora of talent just come in, and all the selectors have to do is just they're spoiled for choices. Just pick whom they like. This is the person I need. So it's really nice to see. Yes, winning and losing are just part and parcel of every game, but it's the entertainment, it's the talent which these players provide to the viewers is what makes the IPL a real treat to watch.
Yes, absolutely. Devashish, I'll come to you with something on tomorrow's game. Mumbai we know नहीं है अब आगे नहीं जा सकती लेकिन I feel बुरा performance नहीं दिया है उन्होंने. I mean we've literally pointed out flaws and mistakes that other teams have done. Like for example KKR, उनकी shuffling, उनके experiments, consistency नहीं है. You know, Hyderabad suddenly उनकी जो bowling उनकी strength है, उनकी weakness बन गई. They started conceding a lot of runs. Rishabh Pant we were talking about in Delhi needs to play more responsibly. But Mumbai is just that it's been a bad season for them. It's not just that the time has not been on their side. This time as a unit they have failed. Sometimes in one department, sometimes in the other. Do you agree?
Same goes to Mumbai as well. They have not
Mumbai
stuck
only
with
I'm
the,
talking about.
they are not stuck with the best combination right from the start. They have not
Yeah.
played Team David. They have not played Diwal Brevis. Suddenly they dropped Diwal Brevis. They have first of all they have lost it out at the auction. See the replacements, and Judith that time and again has been harping on this that they have lost it out at the auction, and don't have the replacements of a guy like Hardik Pandya or the Kunal Pandya, you name it, the Quinton de Kock. So I think, but then the youngsters like Tilak Verma, Diwal Brevis, Tim David, they can bank on these bowlers, cricketers, and perhaps Mumbai is a team for the future. Maybe this is not their season, and it might happen to the best of the teams. It's not that it won't happen. They have won 5 times. They are the champions of IPL. So one bad
True.
season, it can happen to anyone, any team.
True, true, absolutely. Well, about Hyderabad, we really don't know. लग नहीं रहा है कि playoff में जा सकते हैं. But yes, they have to try unless Mumbai comes in and spoils their party कि हम तो जाएंगे, आपको भी लेकर जाएंगे. What do you say, Joyda, about tomorrow's game?
Yeah, I am actually. This is a game where one team is really, it's not happening for them, and we've spoken enough of Mumbai and how good they are. But Sunrisers Hyderabad also actually doesn't give me a lot of confidence. They've had some injuries, they've had lack of form. I think Ken Williamson is batting out of position. I think Rahul Tripathi, because of that, is also batting out of position. So it doesn't look very rosy to me. I think you retain Samad, you don't play him. Not a happy place to be.
Right. Nishant, any thoughts?
I think as Mumbai is playing for the pride, and Mumbai is also, this is the time for them. It's not easy when you lose a cluster of big players, impact players, Quinton de Kock, Hardik Pandya, Kunal Pandya. They were the like mainstay of Mumbai. They were the core of the Mumbai. And you are like suddenly you are asked to, rebuild the entire winning combination, and sometimes it takes time. And in IPL, how much time you have to make a team? You have like literally 5 to 10 days before the tournament starts, and that is not enough for sometimes for you to know. And the teams that succeed, and that's like my very old theory, that the teams that succeed in IPL are the one who get their combination right as early as possible in the tournament. Why uh, why Gujarat is doing well? Because they suddenly saw that every match was won by some new individual. That means that the core of the side is increasing by the day. It's
True.
Rashid Khan one day, it's Shubman Gill other day, it's Hardik Pandya another day. So that means that you have 5, 6 players. And in a tournament like IPL, you have 14 games. How many games you need to win to be on the other side of the playoff? And after that, it's anybody's game. Like it's on a given day who beats whom. You need to
True.
win 9 to 8 games comfortably. And if you have 6 match winners and one player wins you one game, that is like 6 matches are taken care of.
True.
So it's a very very, I think Mumbai never found that. So I think tomorrow's match would be how much has Sunrisers Hyderabad want to be in the game versus Mumbai, who want to prove that they are not as bad as it looks on the table.
True.
And the team that will have the more desire will end up on the right side of the result.
As a fan, Damini, what are you expecting to see tomorrow? We'll take some closing comments from you.
I would go for, highlighting your take on talent, that individually let the players entertain us cricket fans, because the results, yes, the result of tomorrow's match will be affecting the teams, who are still in the playoffs race. Some team winning tomorrow might play a massive spoil sport to some teams' expectations and chances in the playoffs race. But as a fan, I would just love to get entertained and enjoy good cricket.
Absolutely. That's what we all hope for. Let's see what tomorrow brings. For now, let's call it a night. Thank you very much. And I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.